Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Survivor Survival of the Fittest, a tournament that we're holding using BrantSteele.com to determine which Survivor player can truly lay claim to surviving in a way unlike any other. Who can withstand the survival and be named the champion? So essentially what we're doing here is this is the second of 11 seasons of 16 players each, which each winner will be going to the final season of 16. To win into the final season, the championship season, you've got to win this first season. So this is the second of those play-ins. Every runner-up plus the highest ranked on an average of a formula I explained in the last video, they're going into a 12th season, another play-in season. And then finally, we're going to have 3 non-returning male winners and 3 non-returning female winners be added to the final season of 18. So a couple of champions are getting an automatic bye into the final, and otherwise it's pretty simple to understand. If you have any questions, leave them for me down below, but the description of these videos will have that as well. It's all pretty straightforward, but let's go ahead and get to this second play-in season, Survival of the Fittest. So we have, again, the Sobre tribe and the Vivente tribe. I'm going to go ahead and turn some things on that I didn't want to leave off. So we have on the Sobre tribe, Chris Hammonds, Christian Hubicki, Deshaun Radden, Jessica Figueroa, Figgy, Kelly Wentworth, Natalie Cole, Victoria Bamonde, Zeke Smith, Carson Garrett, Colleen Haskell, Colton Cumby, Jatia Taylor, Kat Ederson, Mike White, Monica Culpepper, and Ozzy Luce. Very good cast, although, you know, there are a lot of explosive elements on this cast for sure. If you've watched these players' seasons, you can identify which players might have a little bit of a spark to them. But there's a lot of great players here, clearly, and I'm excited to see who will emerge from this season to join our first winner, Jesse Lopez, in the finals. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Each tribe is going to select who they think will be their biggest liability based on first impressions alone. We saw this on the last season. So the Sobre tribe is going to vote. Chris votes for Victoria, Christian for Figgy, Deshaun for Christian. Figgy is going to vote for Kelly Wentworth. Kelly is going to vote for Figgy. Natalie votes for Figgy. Victoria votes for Figgy. And Zeke votes for Figgy. So the Figgy is the biggest liability according to her tribe. She clearly is not a big fan of that outcome. The Vivente tribe is now going to vote for which of theirs is their biggest. Wow. Okay. Carson automatically says the biggest liability is Ozzy. I'm assuming he's saying this is from like a winner threat perspective, because otherwise, what? Colleen votes for Mike. Colton votes for Colleen. Jatia for Colleen. Kat for Colleen, Mike for Colleen, Monica for Colleen, Ozzy for Monica. Okay, a couple of weird votes in there. Monica, Ozzy, particularly odd, but Colleen hasn't played since season 1. Clearly a big layover in her time on the island, and so that might resonate as some sort of liability. But otherwise, played in an era that wasn't really strategically based. So it's going to be interesting to see Colleen play this go around. Figgy and Colleen, though, are going to be airlifted to their tribe camps, as you may recall. Then at their camp, they have 2 options. You can look for an idol that gives you immunity at the first vote, or get a head start on your shelter. Figgy chooses to get a head start on the Sobre tribe's shelter. Colleen also chooses to get a head start on her tribe's shelter. So she's going to prove that she's not... both of these girls are trying to prove they're not really a liability. They're an asset. At the Sobre tribe, the idol is currently hidden. Nothing really going on there so far. At the Vivente tribe, Monica automatically finds the idol. Can be played at tribal council. Great stuff there, obviously, for Monica. And then at the immunity challenge... Vivente tribe is going to come up with immunity. They win Flint. So there are clearly some very strong challenge players here on this tribe. It's not a reach to think that they can win, kind of despite what I would say are some lacking challenge players as well. On the Sobre tribe, oh boy. All right, on the Sobre tribe, we see Deshaun and Natalie get into a major fight with lasting impact. Meanwhile, Kelly and Victoria bond slightly. Now, you'll remember these two played together on the Edge of Extinction, so that makes sense that they would bond over being on the island again together. And then you also see an alliance form between Christian, Kelly, Victoria, and Zeke. Okay, that's pretty interesting there. Deshaun is working hard at camp, and he gets tired. After fighting with Natalie, he figures he might as well get to work. Natalie is targeting Deshaun, and Deshaun targeting Natalie, of course. This big alliance is wanting to target Deshaun as well. So somehow Natalie is getting avoided here, and so the second target is somehow Figgy. But that's fine. We'll see what happens at Tribal. And then back at the Vivente tribe, Kat and Ozzy bond, and then Mike White and Monica Culpepper bond. Carson and Mike form an alliance. That is pretty interesting. These guys are both very strategic players. That could be very dangerous going forward. Okay, it's time for Tribal Council at the Sobre tribe. No idol, of course, so nothing's in play. That's a vote for Deshaun. A vote for Figgy. Deshaun, and Deshaun is voted out first, 7-1. Brutal vote for Deshaun, who is voted out after going to the final 3 in his season. Rough stuff there. Yeah, well. And then we move ahead to episode 2. The Sobre tribe is down 1. We'll see what happens. Still that strong alliance. That's pretty interesting. These 3 are all at 6. Loyalty, Zeke at 5. This is a dangerous alliance. I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm not talking not talking Paul Heyman. Immunity challenge, basket brawl. The Sobre tribe wins immunity. They win fishing gear, spear, poles, line, hooks, nets, tackle box, diving mask, and they're going to send Jatia to Exile Island, and then Jatia is going to pick Figgy to come with her. Figgy has just been constantly dragged through the mud this season so far. All right, let's see. They're on Exile Island, 2 urns. Figgy chooses the bottle with the clue and the options. She chooses to share the clue with Jatia and then doesn't mutiny. So Figgy's not going to mutiny. At the Sobre tribe, nothing really going on there. At Vivente, Jatia and Kat bond slightly. Colton is targeting Ozzy because Colton, I just need to zoom in here. Colton says Ozzy is a challenge liability. This is not a perfect simulation. Ozzy targeting Colleen for the similar reason. Mike targeting Kat because he thinks she is a challenge liability. Mike and Carson want to target Kat. So it looks like it's going to come down to Kat and Colleen. All right, let's see what happens here. First vote is for Colleen. Kat, Colleen, Kat, Colleen, Kat, Colleen, and Kat. We have gone to a tie. Episode 2, we're going to go to a tie, 4-4. All right, so I guess we're going to re-vote, so we'll have 6 votes come up here. It's Kat, Colleen, 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 Kat, and Colleen is voted out 4-2. The tribe has spoken, and Colleen is voted out second. I guess that we're not going to have to follow that path for her very long. Let's see. So Carson flipped, hoping to avoid a deadlock. Let's see. Yep, there you go. There you have it. Down to 14, 7-7 on the tribes. Nice even split so far. Nothing much going on at the Sobre tribe, although Victoria has become a 7 loyalty in this alliance. All right, reward challenge, blind leading the blind. You have to go through the obstacle course blindfolded in pairs. Obviously, you raise your flags. It's a good challenge. The Vivente tribe is going to win reward, and they're going to send Natalie to Exile Island, and then Natalie is going to pick Monica Culpepper to go with her to Exile Island. On Exile, Natalie gets the option to mutiny, and she's going to mutiny. Natalie is going to switch over to the Vivente tribe. That is really interesting. So the Sobre tribe wins immunity without Natalie. Here on the Sobre tribe, Zeke is going to leave this alliance, and then a new alliance forms without Wentworth, but the same 3 as previous, but with Chris added in. So we know that Chris and Zeke have played together previously. That's an interesting alliance there. And you're assuming it's because Zeke and Wentworth would have some sort of altering opinion here if these 3 are still together, Christian and Victoria. That's just pretty interesting. All right. Kat has a major meltdown at the Vivente tribe. Carson and Ozzy bond slightly. This alliance is going to dissolve between Carson and Mike, but in its place is formed a much stronger alliance with Carson, Mike, Monica, Natalie, and Ozzy. That is interesting for sure. Colton targeting Kat. Kat is targeting Jatia. And this big alliance of 5 wants to vote out Kat. So at this point, you have a tribe of 7 or 8, I feel like. Yeah, 8. And so a 5-person alliance is going to be dangerous. Jatia, Kat, and Kat is voted out 7-1. That's too bad for Kat. She is always fun to watch, but that's a tough one for her to go out so early. All right, let's see what happens. Yep, that alliance struck. 5 of them all voted the same, so that'll do it every time. Down to 6 versus 7 here. Like I said, these 2 alliances are just very odd. That Wentworth seems to be at odds with Zeke already. And this alliance is very strong as well. I like that Natalie is just on the tribe and is not quite as loyal as the rest of them. But the Vivente tribe is going to win reward, and they're going to choose Christian to go to Exile Island, and Christian is going to pick Colton to come with him. Of course he does. So while they're there, Christian chooses the bottle with the clue and the options. He's not going to mutiny, though. And then back for the immunity challenge, try any angle. The Vivente tribe is going to win immunity. At Sobre, Figgy has a major meltdown. Christian and Zeke find something in common. And then Victoria is going to leave this alliance with the 3 guys. And so Victoria is only going to be aligned now with Christian and Wentworth and their other alliance. Christian is also going to leave this alliance even after finding something in common with Zeke. So you've only got Chris and Zeke now. Kelly works hard at camp and becomes tired. Victoria targeting Figgy. Figgy targeting Victoria. This group is going to target Figgy. Chris and Zeke are wanting to target Figgy. It looks like it could be a bad night to be Figgy. Jatia jumps into this alliance of... it's now an alliance of 6 on a 7-person tribe. That's a vote for Chris, and it should just be a Figgy sweep here. Yeah, that's rough for Figgy. She is voted out pretty unanimously there. Down now to 12, and so curious to see what will happen because I know that there's a lot of... alliances kind of merging on this Sobre tribe, but the Vivente tribe has been winning nearly every reward. So we'll see what happens there. Kelly Wentworth finds the Sobre tribe idol. It's huge for her because she's kind of been at the crux of this whole alliance shuffling that's going on. Now, as you'll notice, every member of the alliance is in one alliance or the other. Every member of the tribe, is in one alliance or the other. At the Vivente tribe, this humongous alliance of pretty much the entire tribe. Okay, so at the reward challenge, they are going to see the Sobre tribe win reward. They get a cafe trip with coffee, water, pastries, cookies, muffins, and a toilet with toilet paper. Love that. They're going to choose Natalie to go to Exile Island, and then Kelly Wentworth is going to come with her. All right, let's see. Natalie and Kelly, former tribe mates on Exile together. Natalie chooses the bottle with the clue and options, gives the clue to Kelly, but doesn't mutiny. So Natalie doesn't know Kelly already has her idol. The Sobre tribe is going to use that to win immunity too. So the Sobre tribe is going to continue their momentum. They're not going to tribal council. Kelly works hard again at camp and becomes tired. Yeah, she's got the idol. She's working hard. At the Vivente tribe, Carson and Mike have a major fight, which is odd. They bonded, and then they also were aligned and still aligned. Mike and Monica bonding as well. Interesting that Mike and Monica have as much loyalty as Mike and Carson in this alliance now. Jatia is going to leave the alliance after joining. Bizarre thing to do. Colton targeting Monica because he doesn't like her. These two played together on Blood versus Water. I believe they played together on One World as well. They did. This is a very logical thing. Mike is targeting Colton, says he's a challenge liability. Ozzy is targeting Jatia, says that she's somewhat weak. This big group wants to vote out Colton. They're also considering splitting votes between Jatia and Colton. All right, it's time to vote. It's Jatia, Colton, Jatia, Colton, Jatia, Colton. 1 vote left, and Colton is going to be the 5th person voted out of Survival of the Fittest. He voted for Jatia and Natalie and Ozzy as well, so they did split votes. All right, down to 11 and episode 6. Again, love these, love that. That's just a very interesting thing that's going on there. Monica and Ozzy now have the most loyalty to that alliance, so I'm curious what that will mean. Vivente is going to win the reward challenge, and they're going to send Kelly to Exile Island, and Kelly's going to choose Ozzy to come with her to Exile Island. Kelly gets a bottle, and she's not going to mutiny. At the immunity tribe, Sobre wins. So Chris, Christian, Kelly, Victoria, and Zeke are going to remain in the game. They're going to go forward. Christian is going to leave this alliance with Kelly and Victoria. And then Chris Hammonds collapses from exhaustion and is medically evacuated from the game in episode 6. That is terrible. What rotten luck for Chris. That's awful. On the Vivente tribe, of course, let me back up real quick. So at the immunity challenge, we saw Sobre win, so they wouldn't have been going to tribal council, but now they're not going to have to. Nobody's going to tribal council. So the Vivente tribe, they're going to luck out here. None of them are going to have to go to tribal. Natalie leaves the alliance anyway, so no tribal council. They all these guys got a break. As we go to the merge, of course, the Vita tribe now. We have merged. It's pretty interesting that you've got a 6-4 breakdown here. Although Natalie was technically on both tribes, we'll see what happens with her as we go forward. Okay, the Vita tribe idol is not hidden, so the merge idol isn't hidden, but we still have both of the solo tribe idols here. Victoria and Kelly are super aligned with one another. They are pretty unbreakable looking right now. Otherwise, Ozzy and Monica still pretty aligned. Ozzy, of course, you should figure Ozzy's going to win individual immunity. In Get a Grip, he hangs onto the pole longer than anyone else. All right. Ozzy and Victoria found something in common. Natalie Cole impressing the rest of the team. Okay. And then a huge alliance forms with Christian, Jatia, Mike, Monica, and Zeke. Zeke is targeting Victoria. Ozzy is targeting Jatia. Wentworth and Victoria want to target Jatia. This alliance wants to target Victoria. So it looks like it could be a pretty tough thing to go here. All right, Monica has the idol. Kelly has a hidden immunity idol. Ozzy has the necklace. So 2 idols and a necklace in play. I'm curious if Kelly's going to have the wherewithal to save Victoria if she's truly in danger tonight. If anyone has an idol to play and they like to do it, now's the time to do so. Monica is going to use her hidden immunity idol on herself. I'll go ahead and track that. And Kelly is going to use her idol on Victoria. So Victoria by Kelly. All right, very good. All right, let's see. So now we know that Monica, Victoria, and Ozzy cannot receive votes. Victoria does not count. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 votes negated. Jatia is voted out with 7 canceled votes. Excellent idol play from Kelly Wentworth. No surprise there. One of the best idol players in all of Survivor. That Vita Tribe Alliance, the Vente Tribe Alliance, they are all blocked. So Kelly, Natalie, and Victoria all put out Jatia. And here we go forward. Still incredibly strong alliance there. 2 different alliances here, the Vivente Tribe Alliance and then the Vita Tribe Alliance. These guys here, Mike and Monica, are playing with Christian and Carson, and then Ozzy and Zeke on different sides. These guys look to be in the middle here. All right, we're going to do a reward challenge with Christian, Natalie, and Zeke. Kelly, Mike, and Monica, Carson, Ozzy, and Victoria. Carson, Ozzy, and Victoria are going to win. They win a whitewater rafting trip, sandwiches, chicken wings, brownies, watermelon, and potato chips. Who are they going to send to Exile Island, though, I wonder? They're going to send Christian to Exile Island. On Exile, Christian gets a clue to the hidden immunity idol. And then at immunity, Wentworth is going to pick up her first individual immunity win with Rope-a-Dope. Good win for her. Kelly and Monica bond slightly, and then Carson is going to leave this alliance with Mike, Monica, and Ozzy. Maybe Carson's picking up on the fact that Mike and Monica are playing kind of everybody here. Carson is going to then join the alliance with Wentworth and Victoria. That is very interesting. Wow. Natalie extremely despises Victoria, targeting her. Despite the fact she voted with them at the bizarre. Christian is targeting Ozzy, has a slightly negative opinion. I'm assuming Christian is trying to target Ozzy now that he is vulnerable. Carson is targeting Mike, strongly dislikes Mike. So again, that makes sense why he would leave that alliance there. Let's see what else is going on. Victoria extremely despises Natalie. Mike is targeting Carson, strongly dislikes Carson. So this could be really anyone. Sobre wants to vote out Mike. The Vivente Alliance wants to vote out Victoria. And Victoria. So really, where did Ozzy come from? Okay, Christian is targeting Ozzy. So Ozzy is a target just by virtue of being Ozzy. Victoria and Mike are the names that came up a lot. Kelly has the necklace, and we'll see what happens. It's time to vote. Victoria, Christian, Mike, Victoria, Mike, Victoria, and Victoria is voted out 7th. She's the first member of the jury. 5 for her, 3 for Mike, 1 for Christian. I'm really curious who threw that vote on Christian randomly. Let's figure that out. Ozzy was supposed to vote for Victoria but disagreed. Okay, bizarre that Ozzy just kind of wasted a vote regardless of the fact that Victoria was going home anyway. Okay, strange. So Victoria and Kelly and Carson all voted for Mike. That is a bummer as we go to 8 in episode 9. If you're still watching, who's the most surprising survivor remaining? Who are you cheering for still? All right, Carson and Wentworth are still loosely aligned. Of course, they just lost Victoria, so that's going to damage that alliance a lot. This alliance of Mike, Monica, and Ozzy, all very, very strong. And then the sub-alliance where they have with Christian and Zeke, also pretty strong. Reward challenge, it's going to be 4 and 4. Carson, Christian, Kelly, and Natalie. Mike, Monica, Ozzy, and Zeke. Mike, Monica, Ozzy, and Zeke are going to win, and they're going to send Carson to Exile Island. He gets a clue to the hidden immunity idol back at camp. Or no, I'm sorry. We are doing the immunity challenge, and Ozzy is going to win his second individual immunity challenge. Very interesting. Mike impressed the rest of the team. This alliance with Carson and Kelly dissolves, and a new alliance with Christian, Kelly, and Natalie forms. Mike is targeting Kelly, Monica targeting Natalie. The group of Mike, Monica, and Ozzy are going to target Wentworth. You figure they just were targeting. Carson is getting targeted. Monica, Carson, and Kelly could be on the chopping block. We'll see what happens. Let's vote for Monica, Carson, Monica, Wentworth, Monica, Kelly. All right, 3 for Kelly, 3 for Monica, 1 for Carson, 1 vote left, and the 8th person voted out, second member of the jury, is going to be Wentworth. Wentworth goes home. That is a bummer. She's a great player, obviously had an amazing idol play, won an individual immunity last episode, but is voted out here right after her biggest ally, Victoria. Christian, Kelly, voted together with Natalie, of course. A weird vote for Carson with Zeke. I don't exactly understand that, but okay. Down to 7 on episode 10. Here we go. Ozzy is going to find the hidden immunity idol. So now, even if he is to win the immunity challenge, he still has an idol in his back pocket regardless. In a very strong alliance here with Mike and Monica. This alliance with Christian and Natalie is kind of funny, but then you've got the David and Goliath alliance, so to say. Christian also aligned with Mike from that same season. And just a lot of interesting things going on here. Ozzy is going to win a reward. Shares it with Mike and Monica, his 2 closest allies. And they win the trip to a natural spring with the Brazilian feast. And Ozzy is going to send Zeke to Exile Island. They were aligned loosely in Game Changers. Ozzy sends Zeke to Exile where he gets a clue to the hidden immunity idol. Unfortunately for Zeke, he's not going to be able to find it. And Ozzy is going to do Ozzy things and win a 3rd individual immunity challenge. That's going to make this very interesting. Monica and Zeke have a small fight. The Christian and Natalie alliance dissolves. This new alliance with Carson, Christian, Ozzy, and Zeke forms. Very interesting alliance there. Carson and Mike are targeting each other. After getting along earlier in the season, I think they're realizing how much of a threat the other is. Zeke is targeting Natalie. Zeke doesn't like Natalie. Mike, Monica, and Ozzy want to target Natalie. This new alliance wants to target Natalie. Okay. It seems like everyone wants to target Natalie. Ozzy has the idol. Ozzy has the necklace, and he's not going to play either thing. Natalie, Christian, Natalie goes out 6-1 pretty easily. She voted for Christian, I'm assuming. Yeah. So Natalie voted out, and we are down to 6 at episode 11. Carson, Christian, Mike, Monica, Ozzy, and Zeke are remaining. This is a strong final 6, I have to say. All of these, I think, would be a great addition to the final cast. We'll see what happens. Ozzy still has the hidden immunity idol, of course, that he found in the last episode. Alliances are all very strong, and I want to say everybody is involved in at least one alliance here. I believe that's right. Yeah, everybody's involved in at least one alliance. All right, the Survivor auction. What's going to go on here? Ozzy wins French fries. Zeke wins chicken parm and garlic bread. Mike wins a bowl of nachos and then a skewer of chicken hearts. Carson gets a video message from home. He's going to be joined at camp by a loved one. If he goes to Exile Island with his loved one, everybody's will join camp, and Carson's going to go to Exile Island. What a sweetheart. He's going to give love to everybody. On Exile, there's a clue to the idol. And then Carson is going to win immunity at Propeller Heads. Way to go, Carson, picking up his first individual immunity win of the season. Excellent. So that's where you have to memorize the symbols. That's a good challenge. Carson targeting Monica. He likes her, but is least aligned with her. Christian considers Ozzy somewhat threatening. Ozzy, slightly negative opinion about Christian. Yeah, they want to target Christian, this group of 3. Monica, of course, and Mike with Christian, they're wanting to target Ozzy. So I wonder if these two are playing up Ozzy versus Christian in the tribe. This group of pretty much Christian and Ozzy, this is a strong group of people who are all very close. It seems like Ozzy has the idol, Carson has the necklace. Nobody's going to do anything. Let's vote for Monica, Ozzy, Christian. 3 votes left. Christian, Ozzy. 2 for Christian, 2 for Ozzy, 1 for Monica, 1 vote left. 4th member of the jury is Christian. Christian is voted out. The tribe has spoken. Let's look at this vote breakdown. Christian voted for Ozzy. Zeke voted for Ozzy. Monica bizarrely voted for... Carson voted for Monica. Excuse me. I was going to say that there was an odd vote in there somewhere. And then the ones to get Christian were Mike, again leading a charge to eliminate Christian with Monica and Ozzy this time. This alliance is something else right here, guys. Zeke is the last member of the Sopre tribe left in the game as well, and we're down to 5. Carson, Mike, Monica, Ozzy, and Zeke. The Vee tribe, Ozzy has the hidden immunity idol. It's the last round he can use it. It's a very strong alliance here, although they are still playing the 2 sides. They've got Zeke on the other alliance, but what they may not know is that Zeke and Ozzy are also aligned with Carson. As we go to the reward challenge, where Monica wins reward and is going to share the reward with Mike. That makes total sense. You get to go to the governor's retreat with a bed, a shower, and a barbecue, and they're going to send Carson to Exile Island again. Carson gets a clue to the idol. At the immunity challenge, Zeke is going to win his first individual immunity. Big time for Zeke to win, too. Let's see. Ozzy's got the idol. That's good for Ozzy. It looks like Zeke also realizes he is not in this, not in a majority with Mike and Monica, and he's going to leave that alliance. Zeke targeting Monica now. Mike targeting Carson. Carson targeting Mike. Mike, Monica, and Ozzy are going to target Carson. Mike and Monica targeting Carson. Carson, Ozzy, and Zeke are going to target Monica. So it could come down to those guys. All right. Okay. Ozzy is going to use his idol on himself to stay safe. Monica, Carson, Monica, Carson. 1 vote left. 11th person voted out. 5th member of the jury is Carson. Unfortunate for Carson to go so late in the game. Carson won an individual immunity. Just a very tough draw for him there at the end. Mike, Monica, and Ozzy all got him. Ozzy being in the middle there. He went with Mike and Monica. They've been aligned for a very long time, even though he didn't get invited to that reward. That had to hurt. It's time for the finale though. 4 left. Mike White, Monica Culpepper, Ozzy Luth, and Zeke Smith. No advantages. the alliance here, Mike, Monica, and Ozzy, very strong. Mike and Monica, though, the inner circle of that alliance, even stronger. Ozzy and Zeke are loosely aligned as well. And at immunity, who would win but Ozzy in Tarantula? Ozzy wins immunity. Mike and Monica bond even stronger. Mike impressing the rest of the team. Zeke is going to target Monica. Monica targeting Zeke. This group obviously targeting Zeke and Zeke, but this group I'm sure will target Monica. We'll see what happens. It's a vote for Monica, Zeke, Zeke, and Zeke. Ozzy stuck with the alliance that he's been with for a very long time. Zeke is voted out. Final. That is unfortunate for Zeke. As we go to the second part of the finale, Mike, Monica, and Ozzy are now they're all alone, and it looks like they're all just as aligned as you could be. At immunity, Ozzy is going to win his 5th individual immunity challenge in Submotion. An amazing challenge. I'm sure you're aware of it. Ozzy targeting Monica. You're going to have to turn on yourselves. It's going to be Monica or Mike. I'm curious who Ozzy will say is going to the finals with him, and Ozzy votes Monica. So our final two are going to be Mike and Ozzy. They'll be facing their jury of Carson, Christian, Kelly, Monica, Natalie, Victoria, and Zeke. And it's time for the votes to be revealed. Mike, Ozzy, 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 Mike. Ozzy is your winner, 5-2. Ozzy finally gets a win in Survivor, and all it took was being simulated. Who would have thought? Christian and Kelly both voted for Mike. Clean sweep the rest of the way for Ozzy. Ozzy wins, and Deshaun wins the fan favorite award. Odd. Pretty sure Deshaun went out in the first 3, but he is the fan favorite for reasons. So, Deshaun went out first, but was the fan favorite. That's what Twitter campaigning will get you, I suppose. Ozzy won, and I mean, it's hard to argue with it. Ozzy won 5 individual immunity challenges. He was in a very tight alliance through the entire game. Curious to see what will happen with him. Of course, Hammonds was medevaced. We had Jatia and that amazing idol play by Wentworth for Victoria, but they happened to go out like dominoes there. That was too bad. Figgy had just such a terrible first part of the game. Really liked a lot of our merge forward with Victoria. I thought this was a good season of really interesting players that I think would actually make for an interesting season together. The fact that you had Monica and Mike aligned so tightly through the whole season, really interesting. Let's look at some stats, and boy, this is outstanding. Ozzy with 8 challenge wins, 5 immunity wins. That's just outrageously good. Ozzy only got 2 votes through the whole season. Hammond's only got 1. That's pretty interesting as well. Kat got 13 votes. That is painful. Most strategic, Carson, Zeke, and then Mike. So let's take a look at placements again. Carson, of course, finished 5th. Zeke and Mike. So a very strategic season. Ozzy came out on top of the season either way. And that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed the second play-in season of Survivor, Survival of the Fittest. Now we're looking at Jesse and Ozzy in the final contest, the tournament final. Hopefully we'll have that up before the end of the month, maybe early next year for sure. But anyway, if you enjoyed, please leave me a like, leave me a comment on this video, and tell me between Ozzy and Jesse, I'm reading Zeke's name here, between Ozzy and Jesse, who do you think you're going for so far? Which players do you think might be interesting to see in the play-in? Because thus far we're gonna see Mike is going to be playing in the play-in game, as well as potentially some more of these players that did pretty well. I think Wentworth has a good shot with all of her idle play. It could be interesting. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Leave me a like and a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, and bye-bye.